Good morning, students. Today you are going to learn about fractions. Children, you might have learned a little bit information about fractions in your fifth class or fourth class. Let us recall all the fractions once again, children. And today we are going to learn about fractions. So, what is fraction, children? Fraction means a part of a group or of a whole. A part of a group or of a whole. Okay. For example, children, if you take example 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is a part of a whole or a group of a whole. 3 by 5. In this 3 by 5, the upper part of the fraction is called numerator. It's called numerator. The lower part of the fraction is called denominator. Okay. The upper part of the fraction is called numerator. The lower part of the fraction is called denominator, children. So there are types of fractions. Proper fraction, children. So what is called proper fraction? See, a fraction is said to be proper fraction if numerator is less than denominator. If the numerator is less than denominator are called proper fractions. Example 1 by 3, 7 by 8, 5 by 11. In all these fractions, denominator is more than the numerator are called proper fractions, children. And next, second one, improper fractions. Improper fractions, children, observe here. See, in improper fractions, numerator is greater than the denominator. Numerator is greater than the denominator. That is 5 by 3, 11 by 7, and of course, you can state here 11 by or 13 by 9, etc. children. Because, see, in all the cases, numerator is greater than the denominator. It's called or equal. We can say sometimes equal also, children. We can say sometimes equal 9 by 9 or 8 by 8, 2 by 2. These are also called improper fractions. And remember that always improper fractions are greater than 1. But the proper fractions, the value of proper fractions, each proper fraction is less than 1. Okay, children? Next to mixed fractions. So what are called mixed fractions? See, a combination of whole number and a proper fraction. A combination of whole number and a proper fraction. For example, children, here 2 1 by 3, 2 1 by 3, and 3 2 by 7. See, a combination of whole number and a proper fraction 2 1 by 3. 2 1 by 3 is example of mixed fraction. And here 3 2 by 7, it is also combination of whole and proper fraction. It is also called as mixed fractions. It's called as mixed fractions. Okay. Now like fractions. What are like fractions? See, fractions with the same denominator. Fractions with the same denominator. For example, children, see 1 by 15, 2 by 15, or 3 by 15, etc. children. If you write the denominator is same for all the fractions, those fractions are called like fractions. Okay? Denominator is same, 15, 15, 15, or else, so for example, children, 2 by 3, comma, 1 by 3, comma, 6 by 3, comma, etc. children, 6 by 3. See, all the denominator is same, children. In this case, the denominator is same. So, the fractions whose denominator is same, they are called like fractions. Next, unlike fractions, children. So, unlike fractions what? Different denominator. The fractions with the different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 7, 7 by 9. In this case, the denominator is nothing but 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 7, and 7 by 9, etc. In all these examples, denominator is different, and those fractions are called unlike fractions, children. And children, here remember comparing like fractions. Comparing like fractions. Comparing like fractions. How to compare like fractions? Which fraction is more and which fraction is less? For example, children, between two fractions with the same denominator, between two fractions with the same denominator, the fraction with the greater numerator is greater. For example, children, 3 by 9 or 12 by 9 children. In this, you know very well, denominator is same, those fractions are like fractions. In these fractions, which one is greater fraction? The fraction whose numerator is more, whose numerator is greater than this fraction, and then those fractions called, this fraction is called greater fraction compared to this fraction. So comparing like fraction like that. Now unlike fractions with same denominator, unlike fractions what? If the numerator is the same in two fractions, the fraction with the smaller denominator is greater of the two. For example, children, 2 by 3, 2 by 5 for example. For example, 2 by 3, comma 2 by 5 children. In these fractions, numerator is same, but which fraction is more? Which fraction is, the value of which fraction is greater than the value of this fraction or this fraction? So for example, children, remember here, always 2 by 3 greater than 2 by 5. 2 by 3 greater than 2 by 5 children, because numerator is same but denominator is different. Okay, now how to compare unlike fractions with the different numerators? How to compare which one is bigger and which one is smaller one? For example, children, remember children, I tell you which one is bigger one, which one is smaller. For example, say compare 2 by 5 and 3 by 7 children. Between these two fractions, which fraction is smaller fraction, which fraction is greater fraction children? So for that, 2 by 5 into, you can multiply the first fraction with the denominator of second fraction children. That is 7 by 7. Equal to how much children? 14 by 35 children. Now 3 by 7 into, you can multiply the second fraction with the denominator of first fraction children. That is 5 by 5. 5 by 5. That implies children 15 by 35. So when these two denominators are same, now the fraction whose numerator is greater is a greater fraction. Therefore 14 by 35 less than 15 by 35. That means what children here? You can easily remember 3 by 7 greater than 2 by 5. So like that you have to compare when the fractions are given, to compare for solution. For example, solution children. To solve this problem, you can do like this. For example, one more example I will tell you. One more example. See, compare 7 by 9 and 3 by 8. So between these two fractions, which fraction is greater fraction, which fraction is smaller fraction children? So for that, simple first children, 7 by 9. We can multiply first fraction with the denominator of second fraction. That is 8 by 8 equal to 56 by 9 and how much children? 9 is 72. Now, second one, 3 by 8 into 9 by 9 children. So 27 by 72. Now these two children is 56 greater than 27 by 72. So no doubt, very clear, 7 by 9 greater than 3 by 8 children. So like that, we have to compare the fractions. Understood children? Next, what are equivalent fractions children? Equivalent fractions. See, equivalent fractions means two or more fractions representing the same part of a whole. Same part of a whole. For example, see, 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is there. It is a fraction. Write the equivalent fractions of 2 by 3 children. When this fraction is multiplied with the same number, for example, see, that implies 2 by 3 into 2 by 2 equal to how much? 4 by 6, comma 2 by 3 into 3 by 3 that equal to 6 by 9, comma 2 by 3 into 4 by 4 equal to 8 by 9. So there 8 by 12 children. Now therefore 2 by 3 equal to 4 by 6 equal to 6 by 9 equal to 8 by 12. So 4 by 6, 6 by 9 and 8 by 12 are the equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. Because this 2 by 3 is nothing but 4 by 6, 6 by 9, 8 by 12. So these are the equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. So like that, you multiply the fraction the same number. For example, if you multiply with first 2, next 2 by 2, next 3 by 3, next 4 by 4, then the value remains same. The value remains same. Therefore, these are the 4 by 6, 6 by 9 and 8 by 12 are the equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. Okay children? And one more is lowest fraction. Lowest form of a fraction. So lowest form of a fraction. So lowest form of fraction, for example, see, a fraction in which there is no common factors except 1 in its numerator as well as denominator. For example, children, consider 36 by 24 children. Now what is the lowest form of this fraction? 36 by 24. So 36 by 24 you can divide by children. For example, see 4 6 are 4 9 are. So 9 3 3 are 3 2 are. So 3 by 2 is the lowest form of 36 by 2 children, which has no common factor except 1. Which have no common factors except 1 children. So one more example children, if we take example 1, this is an example 2. For example, 6 by 4 children. What is the lowest form of 6 by 4? No doubt children, 6 by 4 having more than 2 common factors. So we have to divide it till the fraction which do not contain common factors except 1 children. That is, see, 2 2s are 2 3s are. So 3 by 2 is the lowest form of 6 by 4 children, which do not have a common factor except 1. So one more example we take children, for example, see 18 by 12 children. 18 by 12. For example, children, 6 2s are 6 3s are children. Or 3 1s are 3 2s are. This what? 1 by 2. Okay. 6 3s are 6 2s are. Sorry, 6 2s are children here. So 3 by 2 children here. 3 by 2 is the lowest form of 18 by 12, which do not have a common factors in it. Understand? So like that, we can write lowest form of fraction if that fraction contains more than 2 factors. Otherwise, we cannot write. For example, see 1 by 5 is there. 1 by 5 is itself a lowest form. 1 by 5 is itself a lowest form. So it does not contain any lowest form again, because it has no common factors except 1. Okay. So like that, we can write the lowest form of a fraction. So like children, how to represent the fractions on the number line. Representation of fractions on the number line, for example, children, 3 by 5. You can representation of fractions on the number line, children. How to represent this fraction on the number line? Children, you draw like this. Okay, draw a line. You can draw a line. For example, see children, 0. Like this you can draw. Etc. Now 1 by 5 children, 2 by 5 children and 3 by 5. So this is the representation of 3 by 5 on the number line. So like that you have to represent any fractions on the number line. For example, children, you see 6 by 12, if you want to show it on the number line, 6 by 12, just draw the line. 0, 1 by 12, 2 by 12, 3 by 12, 4 by 12 and 5 by 12 and 6 by 12 children. So this is what? 6 by 12 is what children here? 1 by 2. Okay. 1 by 2. So 6 by 12, this is the fraction. And this is the representation of 6 by 12 on the number line. So like that, we can represent any fraction on the number line very easily. Okay. So like that, you have to practice maximum sums by taking the various examples from textbook as well as your own examples. You can try to solve it in a homework notebook. So after watching this video, I hope you understand whatever I taught through video today, and afterwards you can practice exercises given the textbook in a homework notebook or any other notebook. Thank you and have a nice day.